Oh, at the edge of the Great Barrier Reef, that's in the sea, two cute little red and white striped clownfish were admiring their new home under the sea by a nice coral reef. It was pink. Oh, this is so pretty here, said Coral. Oh, yes, I'm glad you like it, Marlin. This is where we can lay the eggs and watch our children. Oh, yeah, we're going to be parents soon. Oh. And so they had a beautiful day. And then outside their home lurking was an evil fish. It was a barracuda with big, sharp teeth, and he was hungry. I'm hungry. And I see some clownfish, and I would just love those delicious baby eggs. And the barracuda came and swam over. Hurry, Coral. Run, run, said Marlin. Oh, no, we gotta go. Save the babies, Marlin. And Marlin ran to help Coral, and before he knew it, that bad barracuda gobbled up all the babies and even Coral. Marlin couldn't believe it. Oh, no! And he got one baby egg and took the baby egg and swam off and said, I promise I will never let anything happen to you, and I will call you Nemo. Oh, that's Nemo as a baby. Soon Nemo was ready for his first day of school. He grew up nice and big, but Marlin was not. He didn't want to let Nemo out of his sight. What's the one thing we have to remember about the ocean? Marlin asked Nemo. It's not safe, Nemo replied. He had heard the question 1,000,000 times. So when Marlin learned that class was swimming to the drop-off, he panicked and went to find his son, but he didn't want to go near the open water. At the drop-off for school, Marlin and Nemo saw his friends playing with a dangerous game. They were seeing who could swim closest to the boat in the open water. Nemo, no, Marlin cried. You think you can do these things? But you just can't, Nemo. Nemo was embarrassed, and all the kids laughed at him and humiliated him. You can't play. Look at your dad. He just won't let you play. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I hate you. And he swam out to the boat and touched it with his fin. Oh, look at Nemo. He went all the way to the boat and touched the boat chain. Just as Nemo began to swim back, a diver appeared behind him and trapped him inside a net. Dad, help me. But he couldn't escape. I'm in some kind of net. And the diver took Nemo back to the boat and took off, accidentally knocking his scuba mask overboard. Marlin swam after the boat, but as quickly as he could. But he wasn't fast enough. Marlin lost sight of the boat and his son. Oh, Nemo, no. And the boat went chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug, toot, and went on. Marlin felt helpless until he bumped into a friendly fish named Dora. She had seen where the boat went, but Dory didn't have the greatest memory in the sea. I forget things almost instantly, she explained. It runs in my family, or at least I think it does. Marlin turned to swim away, but then he bumped into another fish, a shark named Bruce. Bruce invited Marlin and Dory to have a little get-together in an old shipyard nearby. Marlin was sure it was a trap, but the fish didn't really have a choice. They followed Bruce the shark to an old sunken ship where two other menacing sharks with big teeth were waiting. In the shipyard, Marlin spotted the scuba mask. There were words on the strap, a clue. But when Bruce got hungry, I'm gonna eat you now, Dory and Marlin. Feeding time, the shark said, and he chased Marlin through the shipyard, and Dory and Marlin barely escaped in the rush. Come on, Dory. Come on, Marlin. Let's go. Let's leave these big, mean sharks. They're gonna eat us. Let's go. So miles from home, Nemo was trapped inside a fish tank at a dentist's office. It just so happened the other fish in the tank were pretty friendly. Hey, Nemo, how are you? And they even had friends with a pelican named Nigel. And the tank gang liked Nemo so much that they dedicated to make him part of their club. Tonight we'll give a kid the proper reception, said the fish named Gil. Hey, Nemo, we're going to have a party for you. That night, Nemo swam through a stream of bubbles called the Ring of Fire. From this moment on, you will be known as a shark bait, said Gil. Soon after his initiation, Nemo learned that he was in danger. Every year, the dentist gave his niece Darla a fish for her birthday, and she had a history of making her presents go belly up. This year, Nemo would be her gift. We can't send him off to his death, Gil said. He had a plan. Oh no, that little niece of the dentist is gonna make this fish flopping, and he won't have too long to live. So deep in the ocean, Marlin and Dory swam into the dark canyon after the mass. When they reached the bottom, a faint line appeared, and as the two friends got closer to the light, a scary fish with long, sharp teeth appeared. They swam away as fast as they could, but Dory spotted the mass. Read it! Come on, read it! Try to see what it says. It says P. Sherman, she said, slowly making out the words. Oh, 42 Willoughby Way, Sydney. They finally knew where Nemo was. Yeah, Willoughby Way in Sydney, Australia. Says Marlin and Dory swam towards Sydney. They bumped into a jellyfish. Oh no, watch those tentacles. Come here, little squishy, said Dora, but it then stung her. Ow, hey! Suddenly, a force of jellyfish appeared. Marlin knew they were in danger. Come on, let's get away from these stinging jellyfish. Come on, Dory. And let's go and race. So they swam, and dodged the deadly tentacles to reach the finish. But both fish got hurt. As Marlin's eyes began to close, he saw a giant sea turtle in the distance. Then everything went black. Oh, I don't feel good. These jellyfish hit me. I don't feel good. Oh, their poisonous tentacles got me. Oh no, Marlin, come on. So back at the dentist's office, Gil explained Nemo's role in the escape plan. What we need you to do is take a pebble inside and jam the gears. The dentist would have to take the fish out of the tank to clean the dirty water. Once outside the tank, you would make your escape to the ocean. Gil's plan was working until the blade started spinning again with Nemo stuck inside. Hey, I'm being sucked in this thing. Help. The tank gang managed to rescue him, but everyone agreed it was not safe to try Gil's escape plan again. Well, that didn't work. How are we going to get to the ocean? We definitely got to find a new plan to get to the ocean. When Marlin and Dory woke up, they learned that a family of giant sea turtles saved them. Hey, Dory. Hey, Marlin. No problem. I'm a sea turtle, and I'm a peaceful, loving guy. My name is Crush, and I'm searching the entire ocean for my son, Nemo. Crush's son Squirt was impressed. Hey, you rock, dude, said Squirt. Looking for your son? That's such a cool dad. After the sea turtles dropped off Marlin and Dory outside Sydney, word of their bravery spread fast. From turtle to fish to lobster to dolphin. Soon the news spread all the way to Sydney, where Nigel the pelican heard it. Hey, this fish is looking for his son. This fish is looking for his son. This fish is looking for his son. Nigel couldn't wait to share the news with Nemo. Your dad's been fighting the entire ocean looking for you, he said excitedly. Nemo was inspired by his father's bravery. He's ready to attempt Gil's escape plan again and get back home. Taking a pebble from bottom of the tank, he swam to the filter. And this time, Nemo jabbed the blades and safely made it out of the filter. We have less than 48 hours before Darla gets here, Gil reminded them. With the jam filter, it was time to make the tank absolutely filthy. Be as gross as possible, he said. Yeah, okay, let's make it really dirty so that someone has to clean the tank. Yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully no one's off for the weekend because it's really dirty in here now. Yeah, I can't see a thing. So outside Sydney, Marlin was beginning to think that they were lost. I will definitely see his floating speck soon, he said. In the distance, a huge whale was swimming toward them. Can you guys give us directions? Dory asked in her best whale voice. When the whale didn't answer, she was sure it was friendly. Then with a little warning, the whale sucked them into his mouth. Sure. As he said yes, they got sucked in. Marlin began to panic. He just knew the whale was going to eat them. He would never find his son now. I promised him I'd never let anything happen to him, he said sadly. You can never let anything happen to him, Dory replied. Then nothing would ever happen to him. To their surprise, the whale dropped them off in Sydney. Here you go. Here you go. This is Sydney, Australia, by the Opera House. I hope you enjoyed the ride, said the whale. The next day, the Tank Gang woke up to a clean tank. The dentist had installed an Aquascum 2003, the best filter around. He scooped up Nemo and placed him in a little plastic bag for Darla's birthday present. Oh, hey, little guy. Here you go. You're going to be a great present for Darla. Nemo remembered something Gil once said. All drains lead to the ocean. If Nemo pretended to be dead, the dentist would send him down the drain. He would be back home in the ocean in no time. That same morning, Nigel finally met Marlin and Dora. I gotta find my son, Nemo, Marlin told the pelican. I can take you to your son, Nigel said. Marlin and Dory hopped inside the pelican's mouth and flew straight to the dentist's office. Come on. Let's go see your son. Oh, I can't believe it. We're gonna find my son. Oh, thank you, the pelican. Darla had just arrived. She was ready for her teeth cleaning. Hi, I'm ready for my teeth cleaning and for my birthday present. Yay! Fishy, she cheered. Suddenly, Nigel, Marlin, and Dory stormed into the dentist's office through the window. Hey, I found his dad, Nigel cried, but Marlin saw Nimble in the plastic bag, belly up. He was just laying there dead. Nemo, he grasped. They were too late, he thought. Nigel took them back to the harbor. Darla noticed Nemo was belly up as well. Fishy, she said. Fishy, wake up. She started shaking Nemo's bag. Wakey. Gil knew he had something to do. Ring of fire, he cried. The tank gang turned on the stream of bubbles, blasting Gil out of the tank and onto Darla's head. Take that, you little beast, girl. You are not going to hurt our pal. We need to get to the ocean. Come on, gang. Let's help our friend. Blub. Darla screamed, ah! And she threw Nemo's bag into the air, and it landed on a tray of sharp dental tools, and the bag popped. Pop. Gil flipped himself onto the tray beside Nemo, which sent Nemo flying towards the dentist sink and down the drain. Tell your dad I said hi, he said weakly. Outside in the harbor, Marlin thought about Nemo. It's over, Dory, he said. We were too late. I'm going home now. With a heavy heart, he slowly started swimming back home alone. No, you can't, Dory cried when Marlin turned around. I look at you and I'm home. Please, she begged. Marlin was her only friend, but Marlin was too brokenhearted and he swam away. I'm just so sad about my son. I don't think I can talk. Blub. Oh, but I'm your buddy and I really enjoyed hanging out with you. And without Marlin, Dory couldn't remember where she was or how she got there. Even when Nemo popped out from a nearby pipe and introduced himself, she couldn't recognize the name. Where are we anyways? Asked Nemo. Sydney. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, she cried, suddenly remembered all that had happened. Nemo, it's you. Together, Dory and Nemo searched for Marlin, who luckily hadn't gone too far. But as Marlin swam toward his son, a huge net surrounded Dory and some other fish. Nemo knew how to save them. Tell all the fish to swim down, he said. Hey, help, a big net has us. A big net's got us. Quick, we've got to find a way to save Dory. Oh, no, help me, blah. This net, these old fishermen always getting us fish. All the fish began swimming down. Keep swimming, just keep swimming, Marlin instructed. It worked, Dory and the other fish escaped from the net, but Nemo was trapped underneath it. It's okay, Daddy's here. Daddy's got you, Marlin said as he rushed to Nemo's side. Dad? Nemo said weakly. I don't hate you. Slowly, he gained his strength back. Together, Marlin, Dory, Nemo made their way back home. A few weeks later, Nemo was ready for school again, and this time, Marlin was ready too. I love you, Dad.